Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's see what we got today. So there was a patch to the game. Apparently 3 patches that they only now just announced. And I guess we will track the build number. So we're on build 11795. And it seems like they had just fixed a lot of bugs. So we will take that into account. Today I would like to try more Lazarus League because I think I did not quite understand this mix card. So we will give that a shot. We still need to hold frozen cards in hand. We need to deal damage with train stewards. And then we should unlock the final boss. So let's go. Alright. We have the unlucky Corruption Seraph. Archeon pushes back, and Kale grants lifesteal this time. We do have the Sanguine Assistant. 2 Fortifies and 1 Horn Warrior. Let's go. Ashes of the Fallen summon triggers an additional time. Here the hybrid equipping a friendly unit under half health. Applies 10 armor, otherwise it applies Rage 5. Do we want to get imps? So I would like to attempt really focusing on the mix, and that means having the Sanguine Assistants in front, potentially some other units. So I think the Summon Triggers and the Horn Warrior are going to take a back seat. So I'm going to try Hair of the Hybrid. And Reanimator we've tried. So Orikai can sit at the top row and just resolve, or we can play units in front and pop a lot of incant triggers. Let's try the incant path. We'll do Mad Scientist. And let's go. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll get the incant triggers going on the bottom floor. Make a beefy top row. And let's see what we get here out of our infusion. So they will die. Unfortunately, I can't play this right now. Maybe Orikai will solo the bottom row. And let's get some steward damage going. You can regen, sure. Okay, so the thing I think I missed with infusions. Yeah, this card cannot be discarded or copied for any reason, and is not discarded at the end of the turn. While in your hand, mix effects will upgrade this card instead of creating a new card. So we can just continually upgrade this card until we're ready to play it. And if I hit end turn, it's going to stay in my hand. Okay, that's really good to know. And let's get the assistant out in front. And regen does nothing on a 1 health unit, right? restores 1 health. Can it go over the limit? No. So we'll do spikes. Might as well give her armor too. And let's mix. Unstable. Regen. Not really what I was looking for out of the mixes, but I think we'll be okay. Lifesteal's pretty strong. And we cannot play the assistant. We sap. Sap again. Yeah. So that took a little thought. Twisted back. Every strike, gain rage 2. Or we can start reanimating. I'm gonna try the assistant. And I'm gonna take a horn break just to be able to clear the backliners here. Let's try more Lazarus League units. Meat Hook or Golem. I am made of mud, but I have a heart of gold. One day he just dragged himself to the lab and never left. Nobody knows where he came from, and honestly, I don't want to know. Take the old hook hand. Make sure we get our mixes in. I don't think we want to dupe anything yet. Let's remove a shield, steward. And let's go. Take the challenges on these low rings. Let's do a 2-row setup this time. Just to give us 1 round to potentially buff. Regen. Can we get a reanimate? Yes. I'll hang on to that. Okay, we did miss the jump to the 3rd floor. That's okay. Okay, all these guys are gonna haste, aren't they? And we'll keep our infusion going for the boss. We're gonna leak because I didn't really pay attention to these guys hasting. Reanimate good. Okay, neither of these haste, so we should be okay. Mix, reanimate, mix, reanimate again. Put that on our assistant. Okay, not a win yet. Let's try a sap just to bring him down. Sap again. Okay, still no win. Okay, what can we do here? So let's mix. Try regen. Regen 4. And that works. Okay, I think pseudoscience. I'm not sure how it works, but I do know that for some reason shaking a bottle and making baby noises at my specimen makes him heal faster. I think we read that before. Yeah, we read that as well. And we know the twisted assistant because we just got one. We're gonna take the overworked assistant. It's gonna synergize nicely with our champion on the incant path, and it already starts with 1 reanimate. Fledgling Imp now takes the calcified ember with it. So it's not that good, because they're getting punished for taking it. Rage, okay, but I think I like Hidden Passage here the most. And let's take a look at some unit upgrades. Try the Branded Warrior. Get one more reanimate on him. So if we set him to 1 pip, we could duplicate him and have 2 hook hands going, 1 each round. I think I'll actually do that now. And we'll put plus 14 on the Branded Warrior. Check our Celestial Alcove. Bone Dog, made of bone. You know, let's try the unit path this time. We'll be on our way. Okay, let's do the second floor setup again. Try to get our Bone Dog in here. And now our assistant is going to pass away, unfortunately, under mysterious circumstances. We can start mixing. And we already hooked hand once this turn, so let's save the other for next turn. Okay, our branded warrior is going to die. And let's see if we can get... And I do want to play this just to get it. We'll beef up our bone dog. Do want to get the green path going again. Again, trying to stack reanimate. Hopefully we get our overworked assistant. We do not. And let's stun the boss. And we'll keep our green infusions going. Unfortunately now we have no room for our assistant. Bit of an oversight. And let's keep using the hook hand. You know, let's send him up. It's not going to do much if he's just sitting on the first floor. Reanimate. We'll reanimate again, and we will hold off on using it until the next round. Alright, let's stun. We'll stun again. And let's mix. Spikes, sure. So no more reanimate, sadly. And you know what, we'll beef up our frontliner here. Be on our way. Combustion suits. Minds of their own. Equipped units attack immediately. Or graft double-edged arms. I feel like we're not taking really an equipment path here. Multi-strike. On one of the meat hooks. Yeah, we're doing this in cant path, so not entirely focused on equipment. Guess we'll click him. Sure, I'll take pincushion. And let's take one space. So we can do trinkets or spells. Yeah, we don't have much in the way of strong spells, do we? And we'll probably only be able to buy one trinket. We could dupe something. Not even much to dupe, is there? I think the money helps us, though. Get one free mix every round. We'll spell chain another. Let's reroll. Okay, I was hoping for the ability to make a spell cheaper again. Did not get it. You know, let's go crazy on the mixology. Upgrade our champ. Small concoction. Cooldown 3 mix or can't. Let's go full incant path. And let's not take a third holdover secret ingredient. I think that's too many. But let's duplicate the edge bearer. That's one per turn, sure. Middle row seems to be working fairly well. And you take 4. You can go in front and die. Reanimate. Make sure our branded warrior doesn't die immediately. Spikes. Okay, let's mix again. Getting a lot of curses here, aren't we? And I think if we hook hand here, we should live, yes. Bone dog. Go nuts, buddy. Reanimate. We really need our overworked assistant here. That would be preferable. We still do not have it. Not getting a ton of reanimate. Still again, no reanimate. And we still do not have a reanimate, so let's see what we can do. Reanimate 3. Might be able to get it on the top floor. Nobody panic. Okay, 24 unstable. 33. Let's sap. And we'll sap again. 60. Okay, we got him. Closer than I wanted it to be. Puffer Flesh grants spiky skin. Replicator Ray. Mixology. Let's try this Mixology card. We're all in. Battering Ram and Flame. We're not focused on armor. We'll skip. Arms. So let's keep looking at unit upgrades. Dualism. Reanimate 4. Unstable 8. If he ever comes out. And let's multi-strike on... He's so weak. Reanimate 1. So if you reanimate the double-edged bearer, every time he dies, he emits double-edged arms, right? Curious to just try this out. Gain an artifact. Clan card drafts only offer rares. I think we'll try that another time. Duplicate a card. And I'm going to duplicate... Mixology. Let's go. Taking all the challenges. That was a misplay. Let's try that again. Actually, we could put Orca in front. Okay, we got our assistant. Throw Bone Dog on top. Nothing green. Let's toss our steward away. Alright. What do I want to put on the middle floor in terms of units? The double-edged bearers can go in front and die one at a time, probably. So we can get one sanguine assistant in the back. And we can mix green. Okay, so these guys have haste. I think I should take out one of these. And I did that on the wrong floor. Should have done it here. Keep going. Actually, I want to check something. There is an option that disables scrolling while playing cards, which is on. That's what I want. Okay, so let's mix. Spikes. Reanimate. Deal 3 damage, does nothing up here. Throw the other steward away. Okay. Reanimate. Reanimate. And we can go ahead and throw our Twisted Assistant at the top here. Okay, he is going to outright die. So let's mix. Spikes. Mix again. Spikes, sure. And we will go ahead and apply the concoction. And let's... Oh, I haven't been using my meat hook abilities at all, have I? Nothing to do with pincushion. You know, I can still... We might as well prevent this damage. That should save the reanimate. Twisted back, twisted back. You can have that. Mix. Let's do unstable. Again, unstable 10. Sap. We got him. Regen. Reanimate. Mixology. Reanimate 2. Reanimate 3. And have some multi-strike. Reanimation Lab. Friendly units gain 7/7 on summon and reanimate. Takes Calcified Ember, but this is an incredible card. Inferno, not with the Ember. Rage Serum, nah. This is still a bad card. This could be good maybe with the mushrooms. Sacrifice imps, we're not playing imps. I do think we need the Pyro Health. And we could certainly stand to remove some cards from the deck. Double stack. Make Mixology cheaper. And Spell Chain it. We'll dupe it. Consume on a torch, sure. And let's get rid of some of our units. So we have far too many. Get rid of an assistant and Spear Steward. And okay, let's go. KO with a lifesteal. And Kale will spawn on the top floor, I believe, so we want to make sure we have some protection going up there. Let's go and do this. Get some green going. Okay, we don't have our assistant, but we can chump block with our pincushion. 6/6. I'm less worried about that. Okay, we're still taking 22. Let's stun the boss. Spikes, sure. No reanimate. Okay, we did need him to kind of die, but screwed that up, didn't I? Okay, there's our assistant. And we cannot place him. What do we do now? Going all in on the top floor, I guess. Mix. Mix again. Okay, he is dying. So is our hero. Can we chump block the steward? And stun. Okay, that works. I think we can play both of these. So let's do this. And let's do this. Let's mix, reanimate, mix again, reanimate, and we'll stack that up here. Alright, we're losing on the middle floor. I don't think there's any way around that. Make sure we do our mixing here. Unstable. Green. Spikes. Reanimate. Take spikes again. Do another mixology. Reanimate. Reanimate again. And we're okay for now, so we can hang on to our infusion. We have lost our champ. And we can prevent 13 and armor up. We're still okay, so we can keep going on mixing. Spikes. We're still okay, so we're hanging on to it. I would love to be able to send these guys up. Unfortunately, I cannot. This guy will explode. I think regen actually makes a little bit of sense now, since we're getting +7 every time he reanimates. See if Bone Dog can come through for us. Let's get rid of this buff and kill him. Alright, let's mix it up. Green. We'll do regen. Reanimate. Regen. Sure, regen again. We'll give him lifesteal as well. Okay, we do not clear it. So we can do 2 more mixes. I think let's go for... We're not going to be able to get to green. Unstable? I don't know. None of this is very good, is it? Alright, we did not get it. Let's try this one more time. Have to correct that misplay on the middle floor. Go after the green. Alright, pin cushion. So we can stun twice. If we do want to play Pincushion to get him out of the way. No, we don't. We will stun twice. So let's mix. Spikes. Reanimate. Let's get the arms on our rear meat hook. And we'll double stun. And prevent 7 damage. And we can incant one more time. Okay, there's our assistant. So we're playing. Does live. Spikes. Reanimate. Spikes again. Gonna avoid the regen until we draw our room. Okay. So let's try 10, 10, 7, 22. What if we do one of these? Okay, he still dies. Now he doesn't. Reanimate. Reanimate. And we'll keep going. And 13, 6, 7. And I think at this point, yep, he's gonna die. It's okay. Throw these on. Plus 20, plus 20. And he still dies. Stun the leader, and let's stun the boss. Okay, so now we're back down to choosing our infusion, so let's try to get back to green. Still don't have it. Still no green. Okay, we got green. Reanimate. Reanimates. And we got 820 off of Kale. Finally get our lab. Reanimate again. And we'll start looking at regen. I think that could be useful. Alright, now we put our dog on the top floor. Regen, sure. Reanimate. Okay, I think we'll probably be okay here. Let's play it out. Regen. Reanimate. Do another regen and one more regen. Easy. Electricity chamber. Friendly units gain spikes 8. We already have the room we want. Sacrifice, transfer, attack, and all buff and debuff units to the front friendly unit. I think we'll take this just to potentially master it, and I think I would like card draw to be able to get through our deck better. Merchant of Steel, we can duplicate a card. I don't think we need another Mixology. I would like to make my room deployable. Let's upgrade the hero first. Incant Path all the way. Put stuff in a box. I think we might as well pack up some units and throw them on the top floor. So let's put our warriors in there. And let's put Pincushion in there as well. Depart. Alright, let's get some equipment going here. Another reanimation lab. We'll make this deployable. Silence armor 60. You know, we'll throw that on the top floor, whatever unit comes out on front. Reroll. Our floors are full. We could throw this on Bone Dog. Remove a card. Get rid of our embers. Alright. And, okay. Next battle. Do we want Spike 6? Wow. We're already very strong. So I'm going to say off. Okay, we'll play our lab. And we can play our whole hand. We'll sandwich the champ between the meat hooks. Okay, we'll get our assistant out and let's play the Edge Bearer. Plenty of pyre health so we can ignore the shards for now, and let's mix. Okay. Reanimate. Okay, so he does die. Better throw our Bone Dog out there. Reanimate. -8 is okay. I can live with that. So why is he taking -8? Corruption? We don't want him to swing. Okay, our edge bearer dies. Might as well throw the other one right behind him. And let's go ahead and play the plate mail out. Beef up our top floor. Reanimate. Reanimate. Do spikes. Just want to make sure I'm not taking any corruption here. We're okay. Mixology. Okay. Okay, so he is gonna pop. Maybe we wanted him reanimating a little bit sooner with this room. Keep our steward alive. And let's make sure we don't get any corruption swung upon us. Okay, so he's still alive. So we'll keep going with the infusions. Alright, we have a couple units dying. Reanimate. Reanimate forever. We can start looking at regen at this point. And we can take 1 damage. Multi-strike is not so important at this point. And let's load them up. And I do not want corruption if I can prevent it. Although I guess he will just eat it if he reanimates, right? Can we unstable these guys out of existence? I don't think either of these add up to 20. What if we did this? Okay. Big floor. Oops. Okay, resolve. I think we can mix here, right? Okay. Acid shower we've seen. Weaponized prosthetic. I don't think we've seen this. Remove equipment from a unit. Apply plus 30. Look, Mom, isn't my new arm cool? Organ harvester. I mean, if we put this on the assistant, he should gain reanimate every time he kills something with spikes, right? Although I did just take a calcified ember, didn't I? You know, I'm gonna take Rage Serum just to master the card. And getting plenty of equipment. I could top off my pyre. Don't really need the money. I think we're okay to go right. Let's look at trinkets. Let's see what Consume Crown does here. I'm wondering who gets these slay credits. Your arms, these are all mastered, so we'll skip this room. Is there anything I would love to duplicate? Gonna say no. Alright, we're getting corrupted. Is this strong enough? I have no idea. Guessing my meat hands are probably gonna... Well, they can stun, right? Top floor is gonna get absolutely wrecked, though. Pretty much immediately, by the looks of it. So if we silence the box, the units won't come out of it, which is kind of funny to me. Okay. So let's stun Seraph. Start mixing. Okay, still no assistant. Reanimate. Keep stacking that reanimate. And let's prevent 8 damage on the meat hook. Okay, I still have no assistant. And we're just trying to keep him alive as best we can. Should we just pop reanimate 3 on him? And let's try to get our mixing going again. Can take 5. Okay. We're in okay shape. Top floor is getting wrecked. Okay, still no. Still no assistant. So it's 338 kills him. 8-8. So he's got to survive one attack. Let's reanimate him first. Let's put the lifesteal on him. And let's start mixing again. Sapping crate. Rage. Would love to draw the assistant. There he is. Okay. Get our green mixies going again. And let's ping him away. Let's stun Seraph. So he's got 33 corruption. You know, we could sack him. Oh, okay. Interesting. That didn't work the way I thought it was going to work, but it is correct. Alright. Let's mix it up. And we do have the room in place. So we can think about regen. And it's unstable. Regen. Make sure we get some Spear Steward damage cooking over there. And we blow him up. Uh-oh, what happened? Sometimes you can never really know, even without huge calculations, what's actually going on here. Regen, sure. Make sure our Spear Steward swings some swings. Reanimate. Reanimate. And I think we can handle one fire damage. Oh, that's not what I want to play. I want to play this. Alright, I'm going to turn this down one step, and we're going to watch this play out. Think, think. GG. Alright, we have unlocked the Awoken. Gather the Awoken of the Wildwood Forest. Hollows and Animus are supported by healing channelers. Risky operation. Reduce friendly unit to 1 health. Apply +10 and lifesteal 2. Fascinating. The subject barely survived, but look how strong they are. Frenzystesia. The first time each turn a friendly unit is equipped, gain 1 ember. Baron Grail. You've unlocked the alternate champion for this clan. You can now choose to start runs with this champion and their starter card. March of Shields. Only the bravest or dumbest Hellhorn are chosen to bear a shield and hold the line. They are trained to take the brunt of most attacks through an intense regimen of magma walking that kills more often than not. Ashes of the Fallen. Didn't we see this at the start of the run? Why is it unlocked now? Covenant rank 7. There is no longer an empty wave before bosses. 13 cards mastered. Let's hear the pings. Oh, we only mastered 5 cards from Hellhorn. Alright, and can triggers 251, lifesteal 33, graft applied 22, win streak goes to 2. Herzl's Horde 6730 out of 10,000, so we're 2/3 of the way there. Run summary, overworked assistant, the goat, double edged bear is pretty good. Meat hook, that hook hand is pretty good. Prevented a lot of corruption in that last fight. Horn break, good backline damage. Secret ingredient. Secret ingredient. Mixology with spell chain, very nice. Alright, that's going to do it for this one. If you've actually watched this video, I thank you so much. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you in the next Monster Train video. Take care.